Ooh. Alright, things are a little funky today because of the weather. We're gonna kind of get right into it. I'm gonna call the boys. Hopefully this goes fine. I don't know. So let me just get the call in. Hello?
There we go.
How's it going?
In the third heat wave, so, you know.
Ugh.
Could be worse, though.
True.
I could cheat at a major sporting tournament and still fucking lose.
Wait, what?
Oh, did you not hear about this? The World Cup thing?
No, I haven't really paid too much attention to the World Cup.
So what you need to know is you're all disgusting cheaters and you still lost.
Fair, I guess? I don't know. I don't really care.
Well, basically, one of your best, I think the best player you had got a red card, which in normal terms means that you have an automatic one-match suspension, so you don't play the next match.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't it like a? I was gonna say that's like a suspension or something. I know little bits, but not a lot.
So anyway, he got a red card. He should have been suspended for the game against Belgium. Then suddenly Trump called Infantino, who's the president of FIFA, and suddenly that suspension got suspended, so he could play. And then you lost 4-1. So
how did that happen?
As I said, most of the times I don't really care about football, but when you're disgusting cheats and you lose, that's just, karma.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's karma. I fully agree.
You can't win without cheating. Maybe you don't deserve to win. Looking at you, Tom Brady.
We do have a lot of cheats in our sports.
Apart from that,
I can't
what else
imagine
happened?
why I make jokes about sports being rigged here. I can't imagine anyway.
Apart from that, Microsoft decided that it wasn't enough that literally every one of their competitors has shat the bed. They had to then also shit in the bed.
Don't worry. They're still not #1 bed shitter right now, but they're trying.
I mean, they've also said they're not doing physical media.
They just did it. They did it like that. No, I don't think that's been officially confirmed, but we know it's.
Oh, it's not been officially confirmed, but it's happening.
Yeah, we saw the leaks.
They've not said it. It's happening. We didn't need to see leaks. We know.
Sony's
confident. If Sony feels confident enough to do it, then Microsoft will do it. Well, Microsoft's also planning to do it.
Because this is one thing I was commenting on with someone before is that none of these guys are really competing with each other anymore. They're not competing. They're just actively working together to be pieces of shit, like Microsoft, Sony, and all that.
Well, yeah, because
Nintendo.
Because here's the problem that you've had: the companies effectively have diverged into niches that aren't filled by anything else.
Yeah.
Like, if you want a home console, then the best option is PlayStation. Even with the Steam machine, the best option is PlayStation.
Right now, if they're going fully digital, then I'd say Nintendo.
Well, if you want I'll add the caveat of if you want a console that is running modern systems, then yeah, it's PlayStation.
Then the answer, honestly, is just get a PC, because the problem with digital only is hold on.
Is there something? I said the word console.
Oh, console is console. Okay. No,
I literally said the word console.
Hold on. My point is, if you don't have physical, then consoles don't really have a niche anymore. There's no point. There's no point to a console at that point.
The point is you don't then have to build it and all price, but
Well, you can also have it where they just turn off your games.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I'm not saying that's not a thing.
You weren't around for 3 weeks? Fuck you. No games.
I'm not saying that that's not a case. I'm just saying that the difference is if you want a console, then PlayStation is the option you take.
I don't think it's a good option either, especially considering what they do. I really don't think consoles are...
Oh my god, can I finish a fucking point, man? Every time. Anyway. And that's because, yes, the Steam machine is less powerful, and also is, nearly twice the price if you have the audacity of wanting it with a controller. And Microsoft have effectively torpedoed Microsoft continued to do Microsoft business practice of buy everything and do nothing with it. In fact, then you sell everything, so you make negative profit.
Oh, they completely gutted id Software.
Yeah, they've gutted everyone.
Oh, I fucked up.
once again, if you're not ever releasing games or any reason to actually buy an Xbox, why would people buy an Xbox? Especially when you then have like layoffs and oh hey Sebo. Especially when you then have like layoffs like Tango Gameworks, where after they just release a game that should fulfill all the criteria to keep your studio alive, they then kill you. And you know, Nintendo, if you just want like a for fun like system with a for fun system / first party stuff, then yeah, you pick Nintendo. But you know, as I said, the problem is all the companies have diverged to fulfill their particular niche, except Xbox. Xbox just shits itself every single day of every single year.
Xbox is just a discount PC.
Except for, you know, you don't own shit in any way. It sucks. Also, has anyone been killing it today? That's still fucking driving me up the wall.
To be completely fair, if Valve chooses to, they could get rid of your collection of your Steam collection.
You still have the option to just pirate shit, and also the Steam machine is open. Like it's just using a Linux OS.
I mean, that's the problem. But the problem is, though, is that unless you have physical media, there's no way to guarantee you will own the thing that you bought, regardless. So, I don't know. If the argument is piracy, then I guess.
Always piracy.
But then, like you know, the argument. Then you know, you can hack the Switch. You can hack the Switch to run pirated stuff as well. I think I even heard the Switch 2's been jailbroken too. So.
Oh, they have jailbroken now? Oh, I actually got to ask if they did that yet or not. I know they're working on it because, like, usually Nintendo systems, because people like Nintendo's first party, usually get jailbreaked at some point. They usually don't bother with, like, PlayStation or these days or Xbox because they usually don't. They either don't have exclusives that aren't on the computer or ones that people doing that particularly care that much about. Even though I would love to be able to play soccer over some fucking PC, for God's sakes.
Anyway, all of this to say is gaming's probably going to have its big crash soon.
Oh, yeah.
Sooner rather than later.
I think the crash is going to be if the PS6 costs $1,000 like people say it's going to be.
I don't even think Steam gets out of it. I think it is going to be a whole industry-wide crash.
Industry-wide, yeah,
but
I think so.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I think Steam itself will endure. They'll just have less AAA games.
Oh yeah, in the end it'll endure. It's just it's basically the AAA is going to get hit more than anything else.
No, Steam's not going anywhere. Whereas the consoles may, not make.
I do wonder what's going to happen when Gabe Newell eventually goes.
That is actually my actual fear. That's my one fear is honestly when Gabe does go, because I don't trust most motherfuckers. So.
I think you're incredibly lucky that Steam has only been involved in like one major scandal.
Yeah, especially considering the fact that like the only major competitor is one that constantly just like shooting itself in the cock over and over again.
Yeah, that's another thing I'm not a fan of. That Steam has effectively no competition.
Because we have GOG, but they're a niche. But like Epic, like I said, I've said this 100 times. When Epic first announced it was going to do its thing, I was actually looking forward to that because I think you need competition. I mean, hell, like look at literally what's going on with Microsoft and Sony, and them now. They're not really competing with each other. They're just doing whatever dickhead things they feel like doing. I think you need competition, and we are extremely lucky that Valve is the way it is for now. It will not be like this forever, and that's the unfortunate truth.
I'm amazed that one of the that Valve hasn't, or someone hasn't tried to buy Valve out yet.
They're a private company. That's the big thing. I wonder how a lot of the other companies are pissed off about them is because they're private, so they can't just get investors in. Because a lot of why a lot of these companies do the stupid shit they do is also because they have investors, and investors go, do this, because, investors are a parasite. That we pretend are actually people.
The problem is you need line to go up, and if line doesn't go up, then you're failing.
If line doesn't go up forever, but only within these periods. I can
Well,
only
no, they
see
need line to go up.
I can only see in these specific zones. I'm a goldfish. Glub glub.
The gas tank is full. Find a caboose and try.
As I said, they need line to go up forever.
Yeah, line goes up forever. Infinite money. Oh, you know anything?
Well, I'm wondering what's going to crash first, video games or AI, or will AI crash cause the video game market crash?
I feel like they're going to crash around the same. I think the AAA industry as it is going to crash around the same time the bubble bursts. I think it's
Well,
gonna be,
bearing in
around
mind,
the same time.
I actually don't think Indie's not going to get away scot-free.
Meet Murray at the ice plate.
Because I don't see a world where, like, I'm not seeing a world where prices on, like, RAM and hardware go down anytime soon.
Well, a lot of indie games, other than like Claire Obscura and ones like that, which basically the idea is that they're just like they're not publicly traded, essentially, are like usually cheaper games like your Celeste and shit, or even your Silksong that took like fucking a decade to fucking make, which was absurd. But then again, so was Freedom Planet 2's development of 7 years. That was also absurd.
Yeah, like the games
similar things behind the scenes where they're just like, there's like, oh, I want to add this. Oh, I want to add this.
Yeah, they're cheap now, but it's not just like the price of like the system of people buying the systems to run the games on that causes the problem. It would be like the price of having to build all the systems to run development on, as well as like dev kits depending on what you're building on.
I mean, my computer can like develop games on like. There's a lot. It's not as you don't need as heavy of a hardware as you used to back in the day. My old shitty like computer, like college laptop, was able to do shit.
I mean, I guess we'll see, but
It's
I'm
more
fair
a
that
thing if
I
you're
don't
making
think
something like super high end.
that. I guess we'll see, but I don't know. I just don't really think Indie's going to be as safe from the fallout.
Well, there will be
As
effects
we
to it,
might
but
hope
I
it
don't
is.
think it's going to be like what's going to happen with the rest of them. Like, I don't think it's going to be as like noticeable with them as it is going to be noticeable with the main AAA. I could be wrong, of course. I don't know. We're guessing. We're shooting darts at a board.
Honestly, they might just not release to PlayStation 6 for a good while, just because of everything being so costly.
I think someone says they kind of have to, because otherwise, by the time they do release it, it'll be like laughably obsolete.
I think they're gonna try and pull the trigger anyway, and it's going to not end well if it's going the way I think it's gonna go, which is it's probably gonna be $1,000+ and it's probably going to be, online only, all that stuff, and I think it's gonna end up not doing too hot.
That's why I think I could see a world where they just don't bother with like actually releasing PlayStation 6, like, because
that would make more sense.
Oh no,
but they're so stupid. I don't believe that's what they're gonna do.
Like, Microsoft's not gonna be releasing a new console anytime soon.
No. They're
If ever.
effectively what they're doing right now is they're moving everything around, and essentially they're focusing only on the big names. They're canning but also canning some of them too, considering the fact that they completely gutted id and are putting a lot of their devs apparently on Bethesda stuff. And apparently they've given the keys to Fallout to Obsidian, which I know Todd Howard probably is not happy about.
Yeah, but that's on the basis those games even come out.
Oh yeah, that's if they come out. Because it's Microsoft, and you could hand them a fully functioning game, and they go, "That's brilliant." Anyway, and then they just fucking delete it.
Yeah, pretty much.
And the current head is like the big AI lady, so like it's gonna do stupid shit. Because they didn't really walk back AI, they just started calling Copilot a different name.
Yeah, because they literally cannot
They're not
afford
going to
to.
walk back AI. It's like,
They can't afford to.
you can't afford to, and it's like, what are they going to do? Like, we have this thing we're not going to use?
I mean, yes, because it costs them money.
It
But
costs
the problem
them a
is,
fortune.
the
It's
problem
not
is that
cost
you
penalty.
have to. Well, yeah, but it's the case. It's less. It's not even a case of like sunk cost fallacy. It's well, now it has to work or else. They have put far too much money into it.
Like I don't think they could ever be at the point where they're going to be like, well, this technology is, I think we've been working on it, but it's too cost effective, so we're just going to shut it down. Has it ever happened, like in the history of
Just
ever?
jump on the caboose and go
Where there's
through
like,
the
we have this
hatch.
advanced thing, but it's too
Easy
costly to
peasy.
run, so we're just going to take it away.
Not fully, but you know, sort of like nuclear power has that issue. That's why power stations are kind of not few and far between, but there's nowhere near the adoption there probably should have been.
Yeah.
Part of the problem
Yeah, but how much of that is because it was costly, and how much of that was oil people not wanting to lose their money?
It's mostly cost. It's mostly cost and time. You know, you'll look like. Here's the thing, right? To build like a project for like a nuclear power station, you're looking at about 10 years to go from like planning to fully operational. And nobody wants to okay a project that will take 10 years because no politician is going to survive 10 years to see the fruits of that to see the fruits of that labour. Their opponents or successors will see that. So why okay a project that's not going to benefit you?
And considering how much that happened in history, and then they're like, "What do you mean I didn't get credit for my thing?" It's not, yeah, no, greedy and stupid, yeah, but yeah, or selfish too, I should say. Because everyone wants to be that guy in the history book, not the guy in the history book.
If you're like,
actually, hold on.
Not even a case of like finding your place in history. It's if anything, it's the opposite of that. It's finding your place now. Because what you need is to have like, if you're a politician, you need to have good PR and good. You need to have good PR and a constant string of like successes you can point to and say, "Hey, look."
That's not true. Trump has none of those.
Well, or you can have like a cult personality, but most of them don't have that.
Yeah, that's true. I forget about that because I never understood cult of personality, but that's just me.
I mean, for Trump, it's just because he positioned himself as an anti-establishment force, you know.
But, I knew
I'm not like
he showed up at he showed up at the exact moment when like all of those rough, tough masks.
Like, I'm not an oligarch, but you are an oligarch. No, I'm not. Okay, I believe you. I just never understood.
But he's a casual who like likes McDonald's, and that makes him relatable.
He doesn't even know what the fucking term oligarch means.
You get my point, though.
It's the.
That's too many syllables for him, to be fair.
It's the hitting the exact aspect of people having disillusionment with the political system because.
Oh yeah,
right.
Like an easy, like, oh, it's definitely these guys. I swear.
Well, it's a combination of factors. It's like people get disillusioned with the political system because greater, or like, you know, thanks to the internet and everything, people are more hyper aware of like things, or at least they're hyper aware of things they've been told. Like, it's incredibly easy to just say, oh, damn, I always knew it was the immigrants. Even when it was the bears, I knew it was them. Most people in their day-to-day lives have had little to no experience of immigrants negatively impacting their daily lives.
Yeah.
But, you know, people get brought in by stupid sound bites like they're eating the dogs or eating the cats, etc.
Yeah, that stuck, even though it was completely nonsensical, but it stuck.
Plus, also just making the sort of talking points people usually like to hear, which is that, oh, I also want to have lower taxes. I want to have lower taxes, and I think people who aren't like in my position deserve less, etc. And also, if all else fails, just demonize a group of people. Because, oh, it's not your fault that you're failing. It's insert whichever, like, minority you choosing to demonize to this today. The Nazis did it with the Jews.
Yeah.
People in modern society, or people 20 years ago did it with the Muslims, and also the gays, and now we're doing it with the trans.
Yeah, literally when gay marriage got legalized, I was like, set your clocks, they're gonna switch over to transgender folk. And hey, I was unfortunately right.
I mean, they'll always like find some group that they can demonize and fight and push back against you have like lesser rights. So it's harder for them to.
Yeah, they want to go for a group that doesn't really have much power because, you know, easy to demonize.
I mean, the whole sort of like
fight about it.
The whole sort of like ethos of well, any kind of like populist front, but predominantly in modern society, the populist right is you need to be the victim. No matter how powerful you are, like I think Trump is a good case study example of this.
Yeah,
even though he
are famous for just being like, no, I'm the victim, guys, help me.
Even though he controls
on someone's fucking throat.
It's because being the victim has become trendy.
No, it's always been the case. It's always been like the thing. Like, once again, you trace this back to like Nazi Germany. Not to make everything about Hitler, but you know everything's about Hitler.
It's an easy one to use. It's one that everyone understands and knows versus grabbing something a little bit more obscure from history that not as many people like right away be like, oh, I know what this is.
It becomes very easy to erode away people's like rights if they feel like it's in service of something, and it'd be like protection. So you know, oh well, we do need to like observe everything you do in order to protect you, because from those scary people. You know, most people put in those sort of positions would prefer to be safe than to be free. So you do need to always have when you're like trying to be like a populist, when you try to run like a populist movement, you do always need to have like or always be the victim, but also you need to be strong. But not too strong. Yeah. That's why, you know, the reflecting pool is not a result of a series of terrible decisions and things. It's the result of radical left-wing vandals and their algae.
You know, I am team algae though. But yeah, like they create algae. That's not how algae works, bro.
Like once again, I think Germany is the example of this for obvious reasons. Oh, the German economy is in the crapper. Why is that? Well, the results of the First World War, a lot of damage to the German infrastructure in that war, massive loss of life, and also like reparations and such cause hyperinflation. Of course, as a side effect of like Jewish communities being very tight knit, so a lot of families help each other out. Or either through like giving work for each other or sending money to families. Then you see like affluent Jewish families doing better than others in like a crisis. Hence why it becomes easier to say, hey look, the reason you don't have money is because they're hoarding it. It's completely untrue, of course, but that's like the method that they use.
Yeah.
Any actual hatred towards those groups is entirely coincidental. It's just someone's got to be a scapegoat.
And you have been chosen! Congratulations!
It's like fascism 101. Well, as I said, any kind of like populist movement, but the right is the populist movement at the moment.
Yeah.
Because the left is too incompetent. The left is too incompetent to ever like organise at the moment. For now.
Yeah. The only
Was it the left is
plus
too-
side
the
of
left
where
is
we're
too
in right
busy.
now is that because everything's been shaped into Trump's image, the second he kicks the bucket, it's done.
I mean, yeah, this is the problem with the cult of personality, is that it hinges around like a populist leader. If that populist leader goes, it's very hard to have like a form of succession.
Even if that person wants to make a succession, it becomes hard. But in the case of this,
He
man,
doesn't want to make
he
it.
doesn't want
He
that.
doesn't want a succession. He's like,
I'll live forever.
he's like, I want to live. No, he's not even living. I'm pretty sure that if like Trump could rig it so that like he could just the nuclear bomb in the core of the earth that explodes the second he dies, he would, because he's like,
I
if I don't get to live, nobody does.
Yeah, why would he care? His like stances on everything pretty obvious.
It's not even. It's not even. He
anyone.
doesn't care. He's like, I don't want anyone to live if I don't get to.
need to trap some of the local bear cubs.
Like, if he's ever like about to die, I wouldn't be surprised if he just like
need it to catch
ordered all of his like MAGA guys to like take cyanide pills
the cubs won't be
and to send with him into the sky or something like that.
Can't say the same
We could only hope.
Just because he's like, no, if I is like once my life is over, everyone else is expendable. I don't care about what happens on the planet the second I'm not on it.
He didn't even care while
I mean,
he's
the real
here.
sad thing is it's also blatantly obvious, but very few people bother to look, so it just makes it seem like these people are untouchable. Oh no, I guess when you don't ever prosecute anybody for their crimes, they are untouchable.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's also part of the other problem I find in modern democracy, which is that everybody's on some level corrupt. Therefore, nobody wants to actually do anything because, well, if we get that, like, you know, one of the few talking points people have said is, why didn't Biden release the Epstein files? And the answer is because they really wanted them to be released because they knew it was in them, and they don't want that. They didn't want the dominoes to start falling.
But some of them were there too. Like they didn't want that.
It's only once like it became untenable that they've reluctantly decided to go. You know, maybe we should have
rejected the shit out of it.
I'm pretty sure they only released it when Trump got into power because they figured none of his supporters would care.
Well, no, they fought tooth and nail and not even do it. It was funny enough. His supporters were some of the loudest people to get it to show up.
Well, yeah, because a lot of the people he hired are like wacko conspiracy theorists who basically made their entire livelihoods off of this. Trump himself was very adamantly in every interview, like, I don't think we'll release them. It was everybody else, like your Dan Borgians and JD Vances, who I don't think appreciated just how much their boss was in the files, who started on about it. And of course, once you start saying, yeah, we're going to release the files that reveal who all the like co-conspirators of this massive paedophile were, it's very hard to then walk that back and go, actually, we're not going to.
Yeah.
As sort of evidenced by the fact that it's been an ongoing thing that will not go away, because it's the one thing that is pretty much untenable, because while like Republicans and people who get hyped up with the cult personality can forgive a lot of stuff, once like kiddie fiddling is always going to be a step too far, because, well, then even the basic thing which they all pretend to care about, which is the family, is revealed to be bollocks. Some lines it's very hard to cross, because then it's like, well, what is the point of you? So, yeah, we'll see. Maybe like in the third or fourth time he has a deal with Iran, that will go through.
I'm sure third or fourth. We're way higher than that at this point with this pretend we're gonna make a deal shit for this stupid fucking war.
Well, they keep making a deal, and then they do shit like, okay, they agree the MOU, and then Iran is very clearly, okay, here are the new lanes that you will use, and we will bomb you, or we will blow you up. And then the US is like, hey, use the other lanes, and promise we won't let them blow you up.
Well, they blew them up.
Then and the US escorts did nothing. One of the other sort of big consequences is we have that the United States Army is critically underprepared for modern warfare.
Apparently modern warfare is just throwing cheap drones and everything.
Yeah, because
Especially now that like he also canned so many of like people who actually knew what they were doing because they were like, no, that's stupid. We shouldn't do that.
Well, yeah, it is a matter of drones because here's the simple fact. Which is like if you have to like say spend like I don't know $500,000 to build one interceptor to destroy one drone, what do you do when they just send like 50 drones? That cost like $100 to make. So suddenly, even if you do have the most advanced military in the world, it doesn't super matter because purely logistically speaking, you will run out of money and resources very fast. I mean, hell, you already are out of interceptors basically.
Yeah, and like the thing is, it's not, and especially now that we've seen drones in action in Ukraine, if we still had competent people in charge that could use the data from that to fight against or with it. But hey, he fired all those people because they were like, "This is a stupid idea. We shouldn't do this." He hated that. He didn't like being told no.
It also still wouldn't have worked.
Oh yeah.
It was an unwinnable war.
Yeah.
As is like every other like war in the Middle East that everybody has gone on to do because every few years someone gets the idea of I'm going to take over the Middle East. It's like, well, no, you're not.
Because you can't take over it.
But the Gulf War. The Gulf War.
Like this is what you can do. This is what you can do in the Middle East. You can carpet bomb it into a pile of glass and kill everyone. That's about all you can do. If you want to be like, well, we'll just go in there and take over, and like the people will. And it's like, no, it's not. The people are not do not have the right mentality, and it's not the right.
We're not fighting a standing army. It's the Vietnam problem all over again. You know, it's all well and good, but what do you do when you're just basically fighting like farmers and like normal people who are just part of like insurgent forces that you have literally no idea of knowing who is or is not like an active combatant?
And what you do is they have everything that they fight for, considering.
Well, that's what you do. You either kill them all or you don't.
Yeah.
And if you don't, then you're never going to win.
And it's very hard if you're trying to say it's a justified war to
kill everyone.
To portray yourself as the good guys while you're gunning down women and children.
Yeah.
As sort of evidenced by like this year.
No, you just have to go full like evil empire. Like we're gonna just kill everyone and take all the oil, and we don't care because we have the divine right of whatever. Well, nobody's been able to pull that off.
Yeah.
But maybe, the Nazis.
I mean, they didn't pull it off quite famously.
Well, I mean, they convinced their populace to sort of go along with it, but or they killed everyone who didn't. But,
yes and no. It's the case. It's the sort of like long-standing argument of how much did anybody really know about like things like the final solution. Certainly, people had suspicions, but there's a difference between knowing and knowing.
Yeah. Especially when you
so
consider the information
it'd also be
impossible
to hide anything now.
I mean, it's kind of like how even though like the US swears blind it doesn't do it, everybody knows that that Guantanamo Bay is just a torture place. It's just a house of torture.
Yeah.
There's no argument that it's anything other than that. It's there so that people could go and commit torturous acts and not have to face any consequences for it.
No problem.
But as I said, there's a difference between knowing that and knowing. Yeah, we all know it, but nobody officially knows that's what's happening. Because that would be morally wrong and very hard to justify.
You got something to tell me?
The problem is you need the people to be able to perceive themselves as the good guys in any circumstance. Because once people start thinking that they're not the good guys, then they suddenly start to feel bad. Once again, like Vietnam. Once like the American government lost the support of the people for Vietnam and the soldiers, that was it.
Be able to smash the fence, no problem, to free her cubs.
That's correct.
Anyway, all this political stuff is whatever. How are you, Sabo?
After all that, you're just gonna be like, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, what do you want me to say? Society's not like doomed in that traditional sense, because I'm sure they'll just trundle along with their usual bullshit. I mean, it's doomed in the climate sense, but not a whole lot more I can do about that.
Use magic.
No, I don't think I will. Honestly,
oh yeah, Carmelita's
we
now
need
just
magic.
patrolling around.
I think kind of good metaphor for like humanity and the climate system is like peacocks. So did you know peacocks are like rapidly losing the ability to fly?
Huh? No, I did not.
Yeah, and what the problem is the tail feathers that they use to attract a mate. Because they find the bigger plumage more attractive in mates. Those sort of genes get passed on to the next generation. But those tail feathers are not at all well designed for flying.
I think I did hear about this and I forgot. This does sound familiar, actually.
So, much like the peacock, we have things that we seem to enjoy, knowing full well that, well, unlike the peacocks, we know full well it is bad and the consequences, and yet we keep doing it anyway.
Sorry to say it, but the other cub is somewhere in this bear cave. Be careful, Birdie.
But such is life.
That's life. That's what all the people say.
I mean, would the Justice Lords have fixed climate change? Probably not.
Probably, yeah, they could have.
Why? What are they going to do? Lobotomize the sun?
No. Superman could probably have a significant effect on the climate if he tried hard enough. Like, he'll go just like the polar ice caps are melting, well, I will freeze them.
Oh, I guess speaking of, I did finally read Absolute Superman Volume 2. I think I forget if I said.
Oh, no, you did. I remember you said it was actually a lot better than Volume 1.
Yeah. Then read Transformers Volume 5, which is still fun, but I don't know, I think Volumes 1 to 4 of the Skybound stuff is like... I think I've said it's basically what people wish, or people who like Bayformers think Bayformers was. In a good way.
I got to read. I read most of while I was at the getting my oil changed. The Cyberpunk prequel book starring Rebecca. It's pretty good so far. But also, they're adding Jubilee to Rivals, which is cool.
Oh yeah, and she's a vampire in that, I think.
Yeah, they're going like it's kind of like a mixture. It's like she has the vampire thing. She has the vampire stuff, the fireworks. Apparently, also this version of her is a Horseman of Apocalypse because she's trying to get a cure for Shogo.
Oh no, I don't trust. I wouldn't trust. Oh no, I feel like every time we do this, I'm just going to work with the obvious bad guy to get
It
this
never
whatever.
works, I know. But I mean, it's just
It's
lore. It's just lore for the video game version. I don't really.
I just always think of the the Justice League episode where Brainiac teams up with Darkseid, and then he gets betrayed, and Brainiac's like, "You betrayed me. Why?" That's what I do. Like any team up with, I feel like any team up with villains basically has to have like some. Okay, so we know one of us is going to betray the other first, or going to betray the other.
I know one of the
But who's
reasons
gonna
why
do it first?
Wily and Eggman started infighting was that Eggman tried to kill Dr. Light, and Wily's like, I don't want to kill him, I want to humiliate him. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, that's because Wily's a pussy.
I can't show how much cooler my robots are than his if he's dead.
Exactly. That's what he said. If he's dead, I can't show him how much better I am than him.
What a pussy.
But,
I mean, he did basically destroy the world, as we established in that.
No, Dr. Light did that.
Well, their rivalry kind of destroyed the world.
oh, you're
Like,
talking... Oh, yeah, Dr. Light and Wily, technically, sort
I
of.
guess I guess Light started it, but I mean, like, Wily
Relax, Ben.
Wiley's the one who kind of destroyed it long term with the Maverick virus.
With the Maverick virus, yeah.
Which gradually spun everything out of that. Timeline's kind of messed up when you think about it long term.
Oh yeah. Is it I did see. I haven't gotten to read it, but I do know who betrays who between Eggman and Lex first. But I'm waiting for the trade paperback.
Yeah, same.
It is funny though. I will say that because that gets spoiled for me. But I'm like, it's annoying, but hey, this is funny. I mean, they were going to betray each other. Like it's Eggman.
I'm gonna say, is it Lex? And Lex is like, I was gonna betray you in a few weeks, but screw it, I'll just do it now.
I don't know. But
was Eggman's plan to give everyone ridiculous mustaches?
I don't know.
Oh, too bad.
Make everyone a gorilla.
No, that's a different guy.
I wasn't gonna betray you for the few weeks, but seriously, that was your plan to make everyone a gorilla. I'm just gonna kill you now.
That
Sorry,
was
Grodd.
really funny. It's like, really? This is really. But interesting
And
thing.
Sinestro's
though,
like, what's your plan, Lex? You gonna make everyone bald?
No. Take over the world.
I
Fuck off.
mean, kinda, because I feel like his plan probably involved giving everyone kryptonite and therefore kryptonite cancer.
No, his plan was refusing with Brainiac and becoming the overlord of the universe.
Yeah, but if his plan wasn't that, it would be kryptonite. His plan is always kryptonite.
Missile launchers there were attached to these
Like, we all know that when the second Superman movie comes out, like, he's gonna eventually just turn that fucking suit around and start attacking Superman. We know it's coming at some point.
I mean, not to, I feel. Considering we've been waiting, like, what, 30 years for this fucking suit to show up in a movie?
I'm so... it looks pretty cool. I've seen, like, some images of it. I like the suit. I will say it's funny seeing Snyder fans go, oh, James gonna invent this stupid suit. This has been around forever, you fucking piece of shit. It wouldn't just be as dumb as if JJ made a mech suit. He did. Next question.
I mean, the sort of rough design has been around forever, but I don't think until it became like an actual power suit or like Public Enemies, I want to say, or like the world's finest.
I think it's been it was in the comics for a while, or are you talking about just adaptations?
I mean,
it was in the comic, but it was kind of like a...
It wasn't a power suit, it was just his costume.
It was like a... It was like a common rider suit, I guess. It was mostly just like some armor with like big gauntlets and big boots. It didn't turn into like a full-on mech suit until...
It didn't because it turned into legally distinct Iron Man.
Yeah.
I call this my Superman Buster Armor. No, wait, no, that's trademarked.
Well, shit.
Like, you watch him in the Super Friends when he has it, it's like, you know,
Oh,
it's not nearly as
Super
bulky.
Friends, it's just a suit, yeah. I'm not talking about, like, stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the actual mech suit is from, like, the 90s.
Yeah, I think it's
Maybe like the,
made in the 90s.
maybe like the honestly, might even actually be the 2000s because I do think it might be the not Public Enemies the movie, but but the like the string books, the string of book Public Enemies is based on.
Probably, actually.
Because I don't know, I feel like because weirdly as it sounds, I feel like if it was any earlier, it would have actually showed up in the DCAU, and it just doesn't.
No, the smaller one does. It's briefly in well, he does have he has the suit in Justice League, but it's not like the big.
Yeah, he has like the golden. I'm merged with Brainiacs, and I'm
no. Because when he does, the first time he shows up, Ultra Humanite builds him like the suit.
Oh, right, it's the anti-cancer chest plate.
Yeah, well, it also has like gauntlets and stuff like that, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's not like the I am Iron Man suit.
Well, it kind of was, except it just wasn't as bulky, but he had like the jet boots and everything. He had the jet boots and the kryptonite hand beams.
I think the first time I saw it, like, in other media... was probably DC Online, because I remember they had that Lex in there.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say I think that's one of like my favorite versions of the suit is DC Online because it has the big cannons.
Oh yeah, it's a very fun
How many
version.
missile launchers there were attached to these train cars? I don't mind saying that it took some real finesse on my part.
You can even get a player version of the suit, but it doesn't really do anything.
I do
It's
that
just
when you can be a
cosmetic.
speedster.
I think they eventually put Red Lanterns in that game. That game was actually still active, which I was surprised to learn.
It is still active, but they haven't actually like given it new powers or weapons in like over a decade. It's just like new missions basically.
Fair enough, though.
Yeah, I mean,
But
if
I
it's
mean,
working,
yeah,
why not?
still-
Fuck it.
It's still running.
I had fun with it during my time playing it, but like I don't think I'd go back.
I keep feeling like going back to it, but I was like, nah, I don't know.
I just don't have the kind of time for MMOs, which would be other stuff I want to play.
It's not an MMO guy.
Yeah, it's the one MMO I stuck with for a while, but I bounce off of MMOs all the time.
Speaking of RPGs, how's Trails, Sebo?
I just finished the one where the one where they go to Judith's home and the red fog comes back.
Yes. Every comment is basically, wow, Judith, your mom's so cool. Why aren't you cool?
Why aren't you cool, Judith, like your mother? And also I was so convinced the one like fat armored guy was the director, but it turns out it was a guy who died 5 minutes after the first game.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's
Yeah. No one's really gone.
I was like, that's the director. He sounds like him. He's kind of fat like him, and he's like really perverted and like rude like him. And it's like, nope, it's that one guy.
It's that one guy who died like in the first 5 minutes. He's back.
Yeah, when they show up, Van Agnes is like, it's him, and everyone else is like, who's that guy? And they're like, oh right, you never met him because he died like 5 minutes after we first met him, and well before I recruited any of you.
Now he's back and pissed at you for reasons.
How bizarre.
But who could the other masked people be? And what about the mysterious blue-haired girl who looks like Reset?
Nah, it can't be her.
No, she has different colored eyes.
Yeah, but they could be sisters. Anyway, I'll be interested to see how you feel about like the guest party member for this chapter.
Oh, I already finished it. It was Kincaid.
Oh yeah, it was.
It was Kincaid, and everyone's like, where the hell have you been all game?
Hell.
You're raking in the clockwork parts left.
If only he went to hell.
He's like, why haven't you been helping us?
He's the fucking worst. The only reason I didn't spend all that time bitching about Kincaid is because
Okay, guys,
the fucking grab heart exists.
Time to break into Iron Horse number 3 and carry away the clockwork stomach.
Oh,
He's like, Kincaid, we were such pals in the last game. What happened? Why haven't you been helping us out?
Were you pals? I feel like he's just been a constant dickhead all the time, and everyone's just like, oh, that's just Kincaid.
I mean, he's a smug jerk, but he was there helping you for most of the second
While he travels
game.
through the interior, I'll provide air support with my RC chopper. I've planned this as a textbook train robbery. If we all do our job right,
That's the one thing
that
I will
could
say. If the
possibly
twist is
go
going
wrong.
where I'm pretty sure it's going, I'm like, well, at least it was better done than with Osborne and Co.
Where do you think the twist is going?
That you're going to end up fighting against Rampart and his administration.
I won't say anything.
I mean, it's like if that's the case, I was like, well, it's a lot better than Osborne. Like with Osborne, you basically just spent 3 games waiting for the shoe to drop. Where it's like, so we're gonna throw down with Osborne at some point. We're just waiting for him to finally make his move. Or with Rampart, I'm like, oh right, Rampart is ambiguously evil. You don't see him enough to really remember that. I remember when he first showed up in the second game, and like his like name subtitle come out. And I'm like, wait, we haven't seen him in the game yet? Because that only happens the first time a character shows up in a cutscene.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, we haven't seen Gramhart yet. This whole game, the game's almost over.
You don't remember old Roy?
No, because we didn't. I don't think he doesn't appear in the second game until like the assassination thing, which is almost at the end.
Roy is most definitely not our boy.
I mean, it's a better name than Elroy.
Oh no, I actually think I would prefer hanging out with Harwood than I would with Gramhart. It's like, oh yeah, Harwood would fucking kill me, but at least we'd have a good chuckle about it.
At least he'd tell you outright.
Yeah. At least he's just there having fun.
If you guys approach me any further, I'm gonna poison everyone on the island. Well, I warned you.
He's bluffing. Oh, he wasn't. Whoops.
Man, Murray being able to like hit this shit hard enough to fucking follow a train is crazy.
The Murray's strength knows no limit.
And also, the professor is evil. Well, not evil, but it's like turns out everything she's been doing, she was stealing from the future.
The Claw Gang divides up the clockwork parts, and he walks away with his stomach.
How did you miraculously rehydrate the desert? It's like, oh, I just did some things, and Kevin was investigating. It's like, oh, it turns out she just stole all the water from the future.
Good point. It's time for a train.
Future people don't need it.
Apparently not.
I do like that they did make a train robbery scenario in this game. I'm very happy about that. I'm doing a train heist.
But it is Canada.
They make sure you know that. Also, circling back to Jubilee, one thing I wanted to poke fun at, not Jubilee specifically, but isn't it odd how there's a second character, a East Asian character around the same age with dark hair, with dark short hair, that suddenly the fan base goes, her and Luna look exactly the same. Weird. Anyway, have you ever seen a Crazy Clown stand-up comedy routine?
I mean, I would comment, but then it was like literally a thing in Overwatch where they did use like the same three
the Overwatch did do
for like
that.
three different characters. So I don't know if that might actually just be genuinely a thing that Rivals has done.
Nah, it really isn't. But what's really funny is that people did point that out, and they got so upset. They're like, "All right," they start grabbing other characters and trying to like be like, "Look, they're similar too. We're not racist, guys. Stop calling us racist."
We're not racist.
See, whenever I see like a East Asian girl character headed to one of these looter shoots, and I'm like, oh good, another character, another skin whore. I gotcha.
Hey, no, the white women also are skin whores.
Yeah, but once again, coming from Overwatch, not nearly as much. Kiriko is the ultimate skin whore.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that, Piggy? You want more Kiriko slop? No, I don't like this character. She's ambiguously aged, it's weird. No, but actually, she's officially meant to be 19, but also she hung out with Genji and Hanzo.
We were talking about it before, it makes no goddamn sense.
She hung out with Genji and Hanzo when they were boys, who are also in their 40s. Those young whippersnappers. Oh yeah, a new Ghost in the Shell anime came out. I keep forgetting I want to mention that.
Oh yeah, it looks pretty good.
Definitely going for much more of the original manga feel, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, it's ruined because Motoko isn't like an expressionless, like serious lady all the time. They're like, what?
Yeah,
how dare she make crazy anime faces? She's not supposed to do that.
I've seen a little bit more of the thing where people are doing the I was always a fan of the manga bit.
Hey Cooper, find my
I was a fan of the manga.
I never read it. I know I like the manga, but you know what I mean.
I was such a fan of the manga, I even know about the band pages.
If you'd like some
I think my favorite tidbit about that is the reason why Motoko is bisexual is because the author did not, the creator did not want to draw naked man ass, and I think that's so funny.
I mean, he did a bunch of hate stuff as well.
Yeah.
Which, you know, he wears with pride, and you see, you know what, looking at the art.
This isn't an insult or anything, I just think it's really kind of funny. This isn't like an insult or anything, it's just kind of a funny little quirk.
Let's play.
But yeah, then there's the band pages that I doubt will get animated, we'll see.
Probably not.
I'd be shocked. Especially since the author, like, willingly took them out of, like, the most recent collection.
Yeah. I was actually surprised, like, all the stuff in the Gunsmith Cats release was uncut. I thought they were going to cut some stuff, but no.
I think modern day it's depending on if the author wants to do it or not.
Yeah.
Because, as I said, I know the author for Ghost in the Shell asked for it to be removed, and he redrew panels to make the transition easier for that. But yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. Ghost in the Shell is this kind of interesting franchise, and it's hugely influential. But a lot of it is just down from the one movie.
Yeah, and like a little bit of standalone, but mostly the movie.
Well, standalone itself is like heavily influenced by the movie.
Yeah.
Like, as Sabo said, Motoko's entire personality in standalone is hinged more around her personality in the movie than it is anything to do with the manga.
She doesn't really have as much of the humor. She has a little bit in standalone, but not like what she is in the manga, where the manga and the movie are two different characters with the same name. And like I like both iterations, but like they are wildly different.
So yeah, I'll be interested to see how close it sticks to the manga, if only because like part 3 of the manga is like a bit weird.
Yeah.
Or the third arc, I guess, is to say. I don't know, it feels like you can easily like separate Ghost in the Shell down into like 3 parts.
Oh no! Oh,
She just called me a rummy
That was
blighter.
some fancy flying, little friend.
Whatever you say, Poodle.
Wow, that's racist.
That's what she called me. What do you want? This is what she said to me.
You don't need to repeat it.
I don't know if it's racist or not. I don't know.
Get to that clockwork stomach fast.
You know what? I got no incentive to tell you if it is or isn't, really.
I'll just ask my other British friend. You think you're the only one? You think you're special?
I mean, I am. I'm the main character.
Well, I'm the main character.
No, you're the comic relief. You're the Sagita character. You exist to say really weird things in a bizarrely deep voice.
I just be like, oh yes, I see.
I have acquired 2 lobsters. That is your role.
I've acquired these lobsters. I spent all of my money. I think I'm gonna draw them, not eat them.
I do like it whenever they cast a voice actor to do shit like that, or just.
It's Sagita's entire job these days is to just have a deep voice and say weird shit.
Like, what was it? I know in Azumanga Daioh, the voice actors for Yumi was like, at the time, like a really like famous singer, or like a really like popular and famous singer. And there's an episode where they do karaoke, and she's the only one who sings bad.
Is that the one where she sings so bad that like birds start dying?
No, they were just in like in a karaoke bar, so there's no birds.
Oh. No, there's one where like the karaoke and then she starts.
Starts
singing.
Yeah, I don't think they did that in the anime. I think that's only in the manga.
One of the girls starts singing with like this ridiculous deep man voice that like starts causing havoc with the environment. No, I don't think there was something else.
Well, this is bunk. I'm gonna have to wait for them to stop being aggro, because they can hit me through the fucking walls. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think it was that. That doesn't sound familiar to me at all. But But yeah, no, I love that joke of like, hey, this one character's voiced by a famous singer. We have a karaoke episode. What do you do? Sing terribly.
Got him.
How am I supposed to get to that?
Oh, her voice actress is Lacus.
Ugh.
That's why she's a famous singer.
Ugh. Gross.
Well, that's why
Rolling
Lacus sings so
down.
much, because it's like we've hired her. We have to have her sing.
Gross. Take it away. I don't want to see this anymore.
She also played Mitsuru,
You would like Yumi.
who didn't sing.
I think Yumi was the character you would like the most out of them.
Why?
I don't know, I just think you would. That's all. A feeling in my gut.
Oh yeah, didn't I hear right? Ruby Season 10 is happening now.
Supposedly, but I mean, it's supposedly been happening for like 2 years now. I'll believe it when I see it.
Season 10 of what now?
Ruby.
Ruby.
Oh, I don't believe it. I believe
Heard
it
it
could be
been
more Ruby
officially-
merch, though.
I'll believe it when I see it. Even if it does come out, I don't think it's going to do very well because I'm pretty sure most of the fan base has moved on.
Probably.
So this will probably be the last one. So they might know that and just finish the story and be like, screw it. We don't have time to mess around some more. Let's just finish the story. But probably not.
I mean, it would be wise to at least have that in mind, because you don't want to be the person who keeps getting chances to finish your fucking story or finish the story, and it's like, no, hold out for the next attempt at a revival. You don't want to be Chris Carter in the X-Files.
I was like, this is very specific.
Alright, so X-Files, hugely popular TV show when it airs.
Oh no, I know what the X-Files is.
Yeah, obviously, but I'm giving the dummy down thing. The whole thing with the X-Files is it's myth arc,
Crack the engine block to get it free.
which is stupid and convoluted and lost the plot by like season 5 or 6. Now, Chris Carter was the main head writer / the creator of the series. Kept it going or was forced to keep it going. I don't know. It's all a bit ambiguous. Anyway, it has a finale that basically says, yeah, stuff will happen, but not a whole lot we can do about it. It's just ending here. Then a few years go by, and in 2012 they get the opportunity. Is it 2012 or 2019 or 2009? Whatever. They get the opportunity to try and do something, or have another chance at. Well, they get to movie basically. And you'd think with this, you've got a movie from your long dead franchise or from your dormant franchise. What are you going to do? Turns out they're going to do a story about a paedophile priest, which has nothing to do with the aliens and all of that shit. And it's like, okay, and then they get another fucking revival in the 2010, late 2010s, I think 2016 or something. And it's like, okay, so what are you going to do with... So now, you've got your other revival, the actors will get a bit old, the franchise can't have that much left in the gas tank, right? So we're going to just take the opportunity, tell the story you want to tell and just end it, right? No. You're going to try and milk this for as many seasons as possible and then it gets cancelled again. But I don't know, at a certain point, just accept it's not going to happen. Accept something's good, it needs to end and just end it. How many last chances can one man get?
I mean, you could also be the elf guy and just be completely insane.
Is the elf guy insane?
Yes. He was... So the death of Alf was due to his obsession with the idea of trying to convince everybody that Alf was a real alien that was playing a character in a show.
Oh, the Dan Aykroyd bit.
Sly, you okay?
But no, this is real.
I've got an
It's
upset
so
stomach
insane.
on my hands, but other than that,
Dan Aykroyd is real, I believe in him.
No, I'm talking about the Alf thing.
Yeah, I heard that guy was like just super insane and
The gang and I had pulled off the impossible.
not impossible to
We'd
work with.
successfully
Yeah,
robbed
basically,
all of John
he
Bassan's
was
iron horse
the biggest
trains,
hindrance of
and
his
we were
own
walking
success
away
because
with
he would
3,
not compromise
count
this.
them,
And
3
like originally,
clockwork
Alf was going to
parts.
host SNL,
And as a bonus,
and then they're
we
like,
shut
"Hey,
down
we'd like you to
Spice
host
distribution
SNL."
in all of
Okay, I
North
want you to build a
America.
bunch of trenches,
Needless to say,
and no.
we were pretty pleased with ourselves. Can't say the same for Carmelita.
Basically,
Yeah,
every
yeah.
time
Once
someone
again,
give him
the
an offer, he'd be
framed
like, "All right,
policewoman
now
had
we
to run
build a
from the
series of
cops,
trenches." No.
Which was fun at first, but
Yeah, basically
starting to
he
feel a little
refused to
sorry for
work
her.
unless the set was
I
like
mean,
custom built to
what
have
if they
trapdoors
replaced
he could pump
Carmelita
an
with
elf
someone
out of. And
else?
they're like, no.
I don't want
That's not
another
how it
cop
works.
on my tail. She's a big part of why this is all fun.
I never got the appeal of Alf.
Sooner or later, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to clear her name, some way other than
I
I
turning
feel like it's one of those
myself in.
things
Mochi
of you had
puppet.
to be there.
Yeah. Like, I was young enough to where when I saw Alf stuff, I was like, oh, this is entertaining. Which is funny because he didn't want it to be for kids. Oh, we're on episode 7 now. You know what? I'll start the intro cutscene at the very least.
Said
I
seven
know we
Sly
won't be
Cooper
running, we
fight.
won't be here next week.
Sly Cooper dies in lava.
Things just went right up
No!
in Canada. Random acts of violence were popping up like weeds,
Fucking
and the
rabbit
Northern
punching the other
Lights,
rabbit.
well, they just weren't right.
But yeah, after
Rabbits.
this we'll jump
Rabbit
to 3.
season.
And the
And then
next,
either I'll finish
gone.
3 before Spooktober, or Spooktober
None of
hits,
it
and then I
bait,
switch over
overheard talk
to
between Jean
Silent Hill
Bassan
F,
and his mysterious partner Arpeggio.
and then come back to Sly 3.
Somehow, those two are behind it all.
In the chat.
Tracking the source of the disturbance was easy.
I did start on
By
my
simply
birthday
following the lights,
solo
we were led
stream of
north
Sonic
to an
Adventure 1.
immense lumber camp.
I got a good
The sheer
chunk of
number
it done
fallen
because
trees
I was able to
advertised
stream a
Jean
lot
Bassan's
longer, so I did like
presence and that he was in possession of the clockwork
Sonic,
talons.
Amy, and Big
The
Stories.
Thievius Raccoonus makes numerous references to the talons slicing through plates of steel. A skilled lumberjack
I really
like
gotta
Bassan
say
could
that
clear a
that game's
forest in
still really
hours
fucking
while
fun.
wielding the artifacts. Those
Well, good. I'm
talons
glad that you
have
enjoyed
got to
yourself.
go. Both to finally
I'll
do
probably
away
do
with
another solo
clockwork
stream,
and
maybe.
Ah,
save
just
the
kidding,
environment
I'm
from
not.
his twisted
Oh.
sense
I
of
was gonna say I'm not.
Um,
How dare you enjoy yourself?
what? Why? Why can't I enjoy myself? Why am I not allowed to have fun?
Because you were born.
There is no such thing as fun.
I'm having fun with Sly
There's
Cooper as
only-
well.
There is only butthurt.
Menace from the North, eh?
I mean, you're having fun except for that race scene.
I mean, that was
Yeah, I've heard
one.
Dan talk. Yeah, I've heard Dan has trouble with the races. Ugh.
I'm not leaving just yet, so that would be a good time to leave, and I almost wanted to pull the trigger for that, but... Oh no, I want to look at the missions. I might do a mission or two before I stop.
One, Arpeggio's blip is on its way to pick up a battery from Jean
But I'm on
Bassan.
episode 7. I think I'm actually like pretty close to the end at this point.
Let me check.
Of 2.
But before we do that, we'll need to snag the clockwork talons off Jean Bassan. Time is short and we've got a lot to accomplish.
True, but first things first. This lumber camp isn't on any
I mean, you've still got this mission, this level, and then another level.
So probably like another like 2 or 3 streams then,
Yeah.
No problem.
depending on how
photos,
long
I
it takes
got
me to
covered.
finish stuff.
In anticipation of the icy climate, I took the liberty of modifying your cake.
Well, then we'll start Sly 3, and then we'll either finish Sly 3 or pause for Silent Hill F during Spooktober, or finish it, and then, depending on what time of the year it is, either jump right to Silent Hill or do something small before Silent Hill.
Silent Hill.
Silent Hill. You know, for a place so silent, sure is loud. Let me tell you something. There's no respect in this place. No respect
If
at
it's
all.
Silent Hill, why isn't it on a hill?
I never got that. This isn't a hill. More like a mountainous region.
More like a
Like
resort
Dr.
town.
Bouvier. But yeah, I'll do
but
like
yeah.
I'll do the the first run of that on stream. I did get to play more of 7 Rebirth yesterday. Mostly just did like some side shit. Because I was like, oh wait, this will get my bonds up with my party members, so I was doing a bunch of that. I think I got all of those
Who are you gonna-
done.
Who are you gonna date?
I don't know.
I think it's important to know who you're gonna go with
I
on
don't,
this
fucking,
get-go.
I don't fucking know.
Are you gonna bro down with Barrett? Or are you gonna have a really weird, awkward time with the loser squad?
The squad would be
Clown.
funny.
Like Vincent, Sid, and Kate Sith all just like, yeah, we don't have anyone significant to go and speak to, and also we're not that significant enough yet for people to know what to do with us. Honestly, it's sad that we're all together, but you know.
How bizarre. We've barely met.
Now here we are together. But yeah, I don't know. I'll figure it out as I go. Isn't it basically who you have the highest bond with is what you get?
Yeah.
And if you have like equal, then you get the loser squad or something like that.
No, if you just have a high bond with any of those three.
No,
Well-
to get there. To get the three guys, you like basically have to have ignored everyone.
Oh,
Which also includes like Barrett, Red, and Yuffie.
which I mean, I like the characters, so I don't see myself ignoring anybody.
Yeah, to get it on your first try, like as opposed to the replay, which gives you the option, like requires you to basically ignore everyone else and just rush through the game.
And like the thing is, it's like, oh, but I like these characters because I think we talked about before how Seven's cast is like a really strong like cast of characters. So it's like, why would I not want to spend time with these people?
Yeah,
Kate
I think that's
Sith, Kate Sith doesn't have a friendship meter because he joins too late in the game, and Vincent and Sid aren't even party members yet. So
yeah.
I am looking forward to Vincent part 3 just because he's a vampire man with a gun. He's fucking cool.
Yeah, I've also seen Helsing.
I do like Helsing, thank you very much.
The more I'm looking at Alucard being like, you made this, I made this.
You know what? I don't blame him. I'd have done it too if given the chance. No judgment from me. I would have stole that shit too.
Wild that there is no Alexander Anderson equivalent.
Oh, I know how to get up there now. I'm stupid. I forgot all about my parachute. Oh, what? That didn't work. Huh.
You failed.
Thought that was the answer. I'm like, how the fuck
Failed
do
it
I
for
get
the
over
last
this
time.
thing? No! Please! Just one more chance! No! Please, you'll violate it!
Personally, I blame Evil Emperor Zurg.
I mean, yeah,
What happened to that guy?
Died in lava.
probably.
No, I think they
No,
just
you know what happened? It turns out he was actually Buzz from the future.
Yeah.
That's
I remember what happened to him, and then I remembered why I didn't remember what happened to him.
And that's why nobody cares about Buzz Lightyear.
You know what's funny? Apparently, even in Toy Story 5, they don't reference that. They're just like, nope, back to the sun joke. We're going back to that.
Yeah, because why the fuck would they?
Well, why would they? Like, yeah, Toy Story has nothing to do with Lightyear.
It bombed and nobody liked it. Like, and then, at least unlike like Buzz
Lasser
Lightyear.
sitting there gritting his teeth at that, like.
I don't know. He's probably he was probably just happy that he could finally get rid of Buzz Lightyear's Star Command.
He
You know, the
fucking
good show.
hates that for some fucking reason.
Upgrade performed so well in the field. Now out the area. I could really use
Oh wow, this side project that has very little to actually do with my main project is popular and people like it. Wow. Like, Jesus Christ. If there was ever a point where they were like, oh, Buzz Lightyear Star Command is replacing Toy Story, maybe I could understand the bitterness.
No, just people in the entertainment industry are just ridiculously petty and have stupid egos.
Yeah.
It's nonsense to me.
Should all be destroyed.
I was going to say that, but yeah.
Find that is the most applicable Jurassic Park quote for my life. They should all be destroyed.
This fucker had a gold bar in his pocket? What? Okay.
You know. You know how it is.
Apparently I don't. I don't have gold bars in my pockets. Oh wait, I can't swim. Why did I do this? I'll wait for that log.
Fascinating. My
That's a
sensors
boat.
detect a Wi-Fi link to that boat.
That boat has Wi-Fi?
Piloted by computer.
I mean,
In that era?
Maybe it's
Damn,
got
that's
sat-
crazy. That's fancy.
maybe it's got satellite.
That's fancy.
Fancy schmancy. But yeah.
Song.
And it's too hot.
Yeah, right now I'm just doing recon photos. Once I finish the recon photos, we'll wrap it up for today.
Wrap it up like I should have done with my girlfriend. Yeah, I know, man. It's hot. It's hot. I gotta like find shocking shit to say every so often because I don't know when we're gonna end.
Let's gotta take. Let me just take a picture of this
Look.
bear. Oh god, the bear.
Look, there's only so many ways I can find to accuse you of being a racist or to reference 9/11.
That's not
Is that all you got? Is that all you got against us these days? That's all you can work with?
You got lots of fridges.
Not anymore.
Yeah, my parents didn't understand that joke. They're like, why do they find it so funny that we used to have 3 fridges?
I mean, what is a normal amount of fridges to you? No, better question. What would you say is an excessive amount of fridges?
Probably 5. In the first house.
This place
Well,
is bear country, all right. Interesting.
I work with
Lay
a
out slight
company that
radio
has
signature.
keeps a lot of stuff refrigerated, so I'm used to seeing like lots of fridges. But you know,
In a company?
in the company at home,
Are you a company?
I'm not the company. I'm just part of the company.
Are you keeping me
But
company?
No,
Oh,
Wage slave?
I would throw you out on the street and watch you die of loneliness.
oh.
Damn.
Even train's not that harsh to me.
Yeah, I wouldn't like make you die of loneliness.
I just
If I
died
can
of
have
other things.
companionship. If I can have companionship, no one can.
Don't be around the bush though, I say what you mean.
He ain't fucking around. He'd shoot me in Reno just to watch me die.
Nah, I
I
wouldn't
wouldn't go
travel.
that far.
Yeah, he wouldn't travel to Reno to do that.
I wouldn't travel to Reno to do that, and I also wouldn't shoot you just to watch you
He'd
die.
travel to Newark.
I mean, I wouldn't have to. I mean, if I took you to North, I would need to shoot you. There's plenty of other ways to die in North.
actually.
Or I could just throw you in front of the ICE detention facility.
He's white though.
Yeah, but he's
Wait, hold on.
very anti.
So here's the thing, though. How pale are you?
Yeah.
How pale are you?
Like, you don't look pale enough for us.
Because if I'm more pale than you, I might be able to accuse you of things.
I mean, I'm fairly pale.
All right, a better question: who's the most like womanly looking between the two of you? Because I'd shoot a woman dead.
Probably not me.
I have no idea. I have no idea.
I was called ma'am once, and I was horrified.
Oh, I haven't had that.
I was horrified because there's absolutely no way you can possibly think I was like a biological woman. So I was like, oh no, you must think I'm a trans woman. Why do I look like a trans woman today? All right, it's time for a haircut.
Well, you
Did you get a haircut?
I have longer hair. I have short hair right now. I have really short hair right now. I got a haircut.
I did get a haircut. Like the very next day, I was like, all right, I guess I need a haircut. If some guy thought I was trying to present as a woman,
Maybe
I was gonna be like, even at my youngest and twinkiest, you would never mistake me for an actual female.
Maybe he was just blind.
Maybe.
Maybe he was just in love.
I hope not.
It's the way it fits.
No, I have real short hair. I just went to the barber shop the other day, and I was like, just chop it all down because it's hot. And they're like, all right.
Yeah, I usually keep my hair really short.
That was the third barber shop I went into that day, because the first one wasn't open, and the second one had one guy who was really old and really slow, and like spent 20 minutes working on this one guy who he'd already been working with when I got in there.
Damn.
And he was just like, so I was like, all right. Clearly, I'm going to be all here all day if I wait for this guy. So then I went to this like really trendy barber shop down the street, which I wouldn't go to at all, but they were the only option. So I walked in, and I was like, just chop it off, please. And he's like, yeah, no problem, we can do that.
I don't know why, but when you said the really trendy one, my brain just started having the music of the Galapagos Island from Rocko's Modern Life playing.
It was like a trendy like barber shop for like 20 somethings. I was like about 5 to 10 years too old to be in there, but I was like, you know what?
Like when you poke your head in the Hot Topic at our age, like, I'm too old for this. What am I doing in here?
Well, I didn't feel that old, but I was like, these guys are a few years younger than me, but you know what? I need a haircut desperately.
Tell them you're down with the kids.
Hello, fellow kids.
They weren't that young. It wasn't like a teenager barbershop.
Oh no, teenagers scare the living shit out of me.
Yes, they should.
Could care less as long as someone will bleed. Ugh.
Alright, so I get one more photo over this way, and then we'll end stream. I figured to get the pictures taken out of the way, so that way I'm gonna do it at the start of like the stream in like 2 weeks. That way I can
pictures
come
of
back
Spider-Man.
and do something more fun.
Well, I've got a good note to end the stream on. Did you see Kamen Rider Mice's design?
Oh yeah, still doing the chest belt sash.
He's also a rat.
Yeah, I mean,
he's a rat, and one of his other forms is a turtle.
Uh-oh.
That's unacceptable.
Also, he fights cats.
I got sneak into a lighthouse, so a little bit longer.
Or fights
yes, he fights cats, and one of his forms is a turtle, and I was like, oh, this is making the Shredder and me angry.
I mean, Inu, we know you are the Shredder. We've confirmed this multiple times.
Shredder, caution line, nothing
Every
better.
time I'm playing Bentley, you get irrationally angry.
They're all the Shredder. We're all the Shredder.
I think
There are
I'd
many of
shred
us.
her. I think I'd shred people.
I can't be
Like
the
how everyone
I
has-
like the turtles.
It's like how everyone has a little Casey Jones in them.
I'm a little more Casey Jones, I feel, considering I like the turtles. I'm a little bit more at that level.
But you still break them up if they broke the law. Which you know, it can be interpreted as anything.
I mean, since they're like turtles, the laws of man even apply to them.
You know, it's funny you say that. I love that they had a whole bit of that in The Tick with the ants that were just stealing the glass to make the giant magnifying glass to burn the city. Where they're just like, I don't know, they're ants. Their laws don't apply to. The whole fucking conversation. Also, with multiple Santas had me fucking rolling.
I mean, they're part human, so I guess. I don't know, do mutants count as human? Or do mutants have rights?
Legally speaking, they don't count as humans.
Yeah, they don't even really have any human in them.
No, legally in our world.
I mean, they don't technically. I mean, they don't
How about-
technically have human, but I mean, like, what about Splinter and Bebop and Rocksteady?
No, but like, there's a pretty famous story that so there used to be like different import taxes depending on like the types of toy you were getting. So like human dolls cost more than like monster dolls. And Marvel tried to argue once that the mutant characters were not human, therefore they should apply for the other tax bracket. So, legally speaking, mutants aren't people.
The Friends of Humanity will be very sad to hear that.
I think I broke down.
That is so fucking funny. That is the funniest shit I've heard all day. Oh, God. Oh, God.
They're not even people.
Why couldn't I already have the pictures done? That would be perfect. That'd be the perfect ending. Oh, that is so funny.
That's why the Avengers having Wolverine as the token mutie makes sense.
Their old token mutie was Beast for a long time.
Yeah, and then he committed a genocide.
Well, no, he left before that. Then he committed the genocide. I think it's funny how they still have Dark Beast around, but they have Beast still being a psychopath. It's like, well, what's the fucking point?
There's Dark Beast, and then there's Darker Beast.
But he's just a regular Beast. Like, there's no point in him existing, because he's just like, we already have Beast evil. You made Beast evil, so there's no point in having evil Beast when Beast is evil.
No, sorry, this is the No Beasts Club, but you let in Dark Beast, yeah, we're allowed to have one. You are my mugger, aren't you, Wolverine? Ow, that's offensive. I can't believe Avengers vs. X-Men kicked off because Captain America just had to piss on that otter.
Nope. There we go, I got it.
Looking at that spinner makes me dizzy. That's
Battery
the
charger.
charger, but where's the battery arpeggios coming to pick up?
And front door.
I was right. The entrance
Shut
is
the
barred
fuck
from the inside.
front door.
I like that they barred it with a fucking chair.
Hey, if it works.
Yeah, you know what? Good point.
Oh, Sly.
If it works,
listen
it's
in.
stupid. It ain't
He's
stupid.
mumbling to himself.
Yeah, I have seen the mice design. It looks pretty neat. We'll have to see how the show is, though.
You got it in you.
Hopefully it's better than Zest, because I'm just totally giving up on that.
What would attract the participants?
Game. Sex is pretty fun,
I've
but
filed it away with Hibiki on a show that is just bad.
That should bring in the competition.
damn Hibiki, not like Ghost.
Who am I kidding, eh? I'm gonna win just like
Even
every
Ghosts
other year.
even Ghosts entertained me at some
It's
point,
tough being this tough.
even if the actual plot wasn't very good. I've got no entertainment from, like, none of the characters do anything interesting. The plot is just nonsense, and the fights aren't even that good.
Yeah, but the kids love us.
Do they?
Oh no, it's what the Ghostbusters said.
Well, guys, Jean
Would they lie?
Bisson has unknowingly thrown down the gauntlet.
Would Venkman
Yes.
With the
lie?
Clockwork Talons as a trophy,
Yes, they would.
we'd be fools not to participate in his lumberjack
Oh, I believe
games.
you.
I mean,
Fortunately,
remember
due
on
to
their very
frequent
first
avalanches,
mission, they basically
a
just made up a
lawn
bunch of
chopping guy
figures,
was frozen in a wall of ice
make the
not
guy pay
far
them
from our position.
a ridiculous amount of money
Sly,
because
you're
they
in
were
charge
broke.
of acquiring
I
the
don't think it
book.
was made
I'm
up. I
sure
think
it will
just
prove
how much
invaluable.
it cost.
Now we're all aware that Arpeggio's blip is
I can't
coming to
imagine
pick up
Venkman would
another
have
battle.
priced it exactly how much
To
he was going to
sweep
ask
aboard without
for
incident,
when he
I'd
started the
recommend we pull
franchise.
a Trojan horse and
I don't think they
stow
expected
away
anyone to ever call
inside the
them.
battery.
Why would they make? Yeah, they
However,
clearly
the
did.
location
Because why
of
else
the
would they make
device
this?
is
Would
still
they
a
fucking
mystery.
mortgage
We
like
need
Ray's
some
house like
inside
3 times?
information.
I have no
So,
idea. To be
working
honest, I was like,
together,
why?
you two will
I was like, you
infiltrate
guys
the
seem to be making a
Bushguard's
lot of
secret
like
RC combat
sacrifices for something that
club. Those
might
guys
not
all
work.
work in the lighthouse.
Yeah, but it
If you
did
win the
work.
battle, I'm sure they'll
Somehow.
talk. Despite his
All it took was
antique
like
mind,
Mark was apocalyptic
Jean
event, but you know it
Bisson's no
worked.
fool. To keep tabs on him, we'll need to bug his house, steal the radio tags off local bears, and then jerry-rig them into a sensor array.
We're stealing
It's
radio
a
tags off
challenging
of
set
bears
of
next time. It's so funny to
And
me.
that blip's on its way.
Steal the
let's
radio
get
tags off
to
the
work.
bears. Okay. Oh, I love this convoluted bullshit. Anyway, I'm not doing another mission. It is late. Like I said, next week we won't be streaming because I gotta take my mom to some doctor's appointments, so I won't be around.
Well, when you get there, maybe the doctor can fix your problem.
There's no fixing me.
Yeah. It's time to leave.
Time to leave.